Let's have a look and see what the DAX is doing today. And a warm welcome to one and all. And if this is your first time here, I am the overgrown child that is the Scruffy Trader. I wonder what gives you that idea. Honk, honk. Oh, love my toys, but I love the charts as well. What I'm trying to do is put trading in the real world. Maybe show you a trick or two along the way. So if that sounds good, do take a second to smash that little subscribe button. Genuinely helps. If you want to see future updates, drop in the description. You'll find my Twitter feeds. And finally, if you do get value and you enjoy the content, crack that little like button. Genuinely helps and motivates me to do more of this. So what is this that I'm doing? Well, every morning I come into my study, I prepare the charts, and I have a chat with the scruffs. And what I try and do for them is I put up a strength sheet each morning. This was done at 10 to 8 this morning. It's now 8:45. And it'll tell them the best currencies to trade on the day. But I take it a little step further for the rogue guys, where not only will I tell them the currencies that are best, I'll also tell them what I'm going to trade on that day. So today I'm only really looking at the DAX, and that's what this section here is. So it'll tell them I'm looking at the DAX and I'm looking to buy it, but I take it a step further. Because as much as we like to have a chat and one thing and another, as you can kind of see in the merriment, I do put in the trade idea well before I take the trade. In fact, I haven't taken the trade yet, but there's the trade idea already posted. And the idea of that is so they can come along and trade the similar trade and have a heads up of what's going on. It's not really a signal service. It's just me being fair. Because anybody can say, well, I did this. In hindsight, to say I'm going to do this in foresight is slightly different. And they'll find it in the chat. Now, depending on what it is I'm trading, I'll also drop it. In this case, I'll drop it down into the indices, as you can see there. And we have a little chat about what it is we're talking about. And that's what all of this is. And if it gets lost in the noise of the conversation, they can drop down into the video library and it is there, current. So all you have to do is just look for the last video. You can see exactly what's being traded. And if they want to have some learning content, because each one of these videos tells them how I'm going to do it. And then amongst these videos here, there's well over 1,000 videos here telling you how to trade. Simple stuff. So let us jump into this and see what we're going to be doing. Well, as you've just seen on that little snapshot, I'm going to be taking this to the long side. Now, it's currently trapped between this level and this level. It is pushing up, and what I'm going to be doing is what's called a candle count. So I'm going to take this down to a 5-minute chart. Just drag that back slightly. Oh, got me coffee. Got me coffee. Because we all know Scruffy likes it coffee. Likes Winky as well. And it's bank holiday weekend, so we're going to have a jolly old time, I think. So let's have a look. What's candle counting? Well, it's best fit, I think, is the easiest way to describe it. Because what you're looking at is the last 5 candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're looking for the best fit. Well, it seems to be across the top up to there. So it's kind of giving you a little bit of a zone here to the tops of that candle. So just turn that green. So that's kind of a buying area, if you like. So I can make a choice. I can now just jump in and buy, or I can wait for it to break. But looking at this, I think it's probably a good idea to drop an order in now nearer the top, just like so. Right, that's it. and we're going to target roughly up here, just like so. So what's all this got to do with the price of bread now that we've got this order in? Well, we can now map out where we want to go. Now, if I'm going to go backwards into the trade, and I know a lot of people look at that and they go, whoa, 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 if it's going the wrong way, what are you adding into it for? It's actually common sense. I don't like adding into a trade that's going for me, because I could be adding in at the point where it's going to turn. If I've made a decision and I understand what that decision is, I will go backwards into the trade, and it actually costs me less than going forwards into a trade. Hope that makes sense. And I pull it up just because EE asked last night about it. So a little salute to you, my friend. To me, when you're adding into a trade, if it's a long-term trade, I kind of see the merit in it, where you watch it come up and then you sort of buy the dip as it comes back, if you like. However, when you're day trading, it's not quite as simple as that. In fact, I find it quite dangerous. So that's why I do it in reverse. So that's what I'll do. But anyway, let me play this out. See if we can get a few quid out of it. And I'll see you at the end. Okay, guys, it looks like it's shown signs of reversal at this point. I have enough in it that I can basically pull out, which I'm doing right now. Boom. Why have I done that? Because as you can see, the candle is on the turn. It may well slam forward, but I have enough in the pot to pay me. And that's it. That's my job done. It's now 5 to 10. And my theory is very simple. This has been going on maybe an hour from point of entry. I don't need the stress of thinking, is it going to get there? I've got enough. And if I look at this, there you go. To me, that's trading. It's understanding what you need to get out of the market. Don't try and be a hero. I just try to get paid. That's it, you know. And if it goes wrong, well, then I have a contingency plan to help me, which is staging backwards. Now, if I pull back to this just a second, because I'm going to drop these off, because I don't need these orders anymore. If you noticed, when this went down against me, it picked up the second order, and when that came up, it actually paid off the first order. So it's a good way to manage your trade. And as you see, this is struggling now. I could let this come back down and then get back in and move up, but what's the point? That's just sort of tempting fate, shall we say. And as you see, that's oscillating between green and red constantly. So I was probably right to take it out. And it's Friday, and I don't like trading on a Friday. So there we go. So what makes consistency? Well, I think it's more down to common sense than anything else. If you are constantly in the markets, well, the markets are better than you. And eventually they're going to win. Why? Because the odds are in their favour. They always are. They've got bigger pockets than you. The market can be erratic, and when you're saying, oh, well, it has to align to this and it has to align to that, you're right, it does. But these gulfs can be huge. And many times you can see a massive bull run. But within a bull run, there is a big correction within them all the time. And those corrections where they're coming down can be massive as well. So you tell me, is it more sensible to hold on and pray? Or is it more sensible to come to the market each day, look at a money figure, because I work in money, and think, right, I've got my wages, let's take it out, and we'll have another go at it tomorrow. My philosophy, and it's what I've done for the last 5 years, and it's paid me, as you see, consistently, very well. And the other part of it is, I tell you what I'm doing before I'm doing it. That's the key. You know, have a simple plan and stick with it. So as always, guys, if you're stuck, I'm very easy found. Find all my contact details below. If you're interested in the Scruffy Squad, there is a link directly to it, and also a few useful links. There's some crypto platforms that I'm exploring. You'll start seeing that next week. They're very good, low cost. The two that I'm using is I'm trading on Bybit, and I'm using Binance as a way to finance it. But I'll explain that next week. Very simple. And also the brokers and prop firm that I use. There's 5% off the 5% prop fund. And if you are wanting a broker of your own, there is BlackBull, which have massively tight spreads and low cost to get in. So happy days. So as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.